Most men over 35 try to fix everything at once: testosterone, supplements, cardio, fasting, cold plunges. But if your body feels heavier, weaker, and more tired than it used to, the problem may not be effort. It may be order. Because before you chase advanced optimization, there are 3 things you should fix first. Get them wrong, and everything else becomes harder. Get them right, and your body finally has a reason to rebuild. The mistake is not caring about your health. The mistake is starting with the ceiling while the foundation is cracked. If your protein rhythm is broken, you fight hunger all day. If your strength signal is missing, your body has less reason to keep muscle. And if your sleep-wake rhythm is chaotic, your energy and discipline start the day already behind. So this video is not about 10 hacks. It is about the first 3 fixes. Fix number 1 controls how the rest of your day feels. Fix number 2 tells your body what to keep. And fix number 3 decides how much energy you have to do any of it. Fix number 1 is your protein and first real meal. Not a perfect diet. Not starving yourself harder. Not trying to become a meal prep robot overnight. Just fixing the first real food signal your body gets each day. A lot of men over 35 do not start the day with a real meal. They start with caffeine. Maybe something small, maybe nothing. Then the day gets busy. Stress goes up, movement goes down, and by the evening, hunger becomes loud. At that point, it feels like a discipline problem. But often, it started as a rhythm problem. Protein is not just a bodybuilder obsession. It is one of the simplest stability tools you have. It supports satiety. It provides amino acids. And when combined with training, it helps give your body the material it needs to preserve and rebuild lean mass. Research also suggests that older men may need a higher relative protein dose in a meal to maximally stimulate muscle protein synthesis. One study in the Journals of Gerontology estimated that older men reached that post-meal muscle protein synthesis plateau around 0.4 grams per kilogram of body mass. That does not mean every man needs the same exact number, but it does explain why a tiny protein serving early in the day may not be enough. So the first fix is simple. Make your first real meal do work for you. For many men, that means building it around 30 to 40 grams of protein. That could be eggs with Greek yogurt, cottage cheese with fruit, lean meat leftovers, a protein smoothie with real food around it, or any simple meal that gives you enough protein before the day starts pulling you in every direction. You do not have to eat immediately after waking up. You do not have to force breakfast if it does not fit your life. But your first real meal should not leave you chasing snacks for the next 10 hours. The rebuild step. Put 30 to 40 grams of protein in your first real meal. Protein first. Liquid calories last. Do that before you worry about complicated diet rules. Fix number 2 is your strength signal. This is where a lot of men get the order wrong. They think the first move is more cardio, more sweating, more calories burned, and cardio can help. Walking can help. But neither of those replaces the signal that tells your body to keep muscle. Your body adapts to the signals it receives. If your week is mostly sitting, stress, inconsistent sleep, and occasional random cardio, your body is not getting a strong reason to keep strength. After 35, that matters more. Muscle is not just about looking athletic. It is posture. It is capacity. It is the ability to get off the floor, carry groceries, protect your joints, and stay physically useful as you age. That is why strength training is not optional decoration. It is the anchor. A major position statement from the National Strength and Conditioning Association lays out how resistance training can support strength, muscle, function, and physical capacity in older adults. Again, this is not a miracle claim. Lifting does not make aging disappear. But it does give your body a clear, repeated signal. Keep this strength, keep this muscle, keep this function. The goal is not to live in the gym. The goal is to send the signal consistently. For most busy men, that can start with 2 to 3 sessions per week. Full body basics, a squat or lunge pattern, a hinge, a push, a pull, and a carry. You train hard enough that the body has to adapt, but not so recklessly that every session becomes a recovery problem. The point is progression, not punishment. If you are over 35 and you feel softer, weaker, and less capable than before, do not only ask how many calories you burned, ask what signal your body is receiving every week. The rebuild step. Lift 2 to 3 times per week. Use basic full-body movements: squat or lunge, hinge, push, pull, carry. That is enough to stop drifting and start giving your body a reason to stay strong. Fix number 3 is your sleep-wake rhythm, not just sleep duration. The rhythm. Because many men are trying to force discipline during the day while their night routine is already making the next day harder. You scroll late. You sleep at different times. You wake up already behind. Then you need caffeine just to feel normal. You skip the first real meal. You crave quick energy. You miss training. And by the evening, the cycle repeats. That is why energy starts the night before. Sleep does not magically fix everything, but poor sleep can make the basics harder. In a small controlled study of healthy young men, short sleep was associated with lower leptin, higher ghrelin, and increased hunger and appetite. That study was small, and it was not done in 45-year-old fathers with stressful jobs, so we should not overclaim it. But it does support a simple idea. When sleep gets worse, hunger can get louder, and discipline can feel more expensive. So the third fix is not a perfect sleep routine. It is a repeatable rhythm. First, keep the same wake time most days. Second, get outside light early when you can. Third, cut caffeine early enough that it is not fighting your night. And fourth, protect the last 60 to 90 minutes before bed. That does not have to be complicated. Close the laptop, put the phone away earlier, dim the room. Let the day end before your head hits the pillow. Evening light-emitting devices have been shown in controlled research to affect sleep timing and next morning alertness, so this is not about being extreme. It is about removing friction from the next day. The rebuild step. Same wake time, morning light, and an evening shutdown. Not because it is fancy, because a better rhythm makes the next day easier to win. So if you are over 35, start here. Fix your protein rhythm, so the day does not begin with unstable hunger and random food decisions. Fix your strength signal, so your body has a reason to keep muscle, strength, posture, and capacity. Fix your sleep-wake rhythm, so energy, recovery, appetite, and training drive are not fighting you from the moment you wake up. These 3 things are not flashy, but they are the order of operations. They make fat loss easier, they make energy more stable, they make training matter again, and they create the foundation that every advanced hack is supposed to sit on. You do not need to fix everything this week. You need to fix the first things first. If you are rebuilding your body after 35, subscribe for more evidence-informed systems like this. Lose belly fat, regain energy, age stronger.